All right, everybody, the kids have been home a long time, but the kids, can they still learn a thing or two now that they have been home for so long and learning in a different way? Well, local educator Jay Hall says, you know what? Their creativity can benefit them for a lifetime. Take a look.
Back to Schoolhouse 7. This has been Creativity Week. Welcome to Creativity Day 5. Let's get started once again today by reviewing the creative thinking skills. They are fluency, flexibility, originality, and elaboration. Today we will focus entirely on elaboration, or one's ability to expand on an idea by embellishing it with details. So at home it would be great to create something like an elaboration key. Given the task of draw a picture of your neighborhood playground, you see this is a level 1 example of elaboration, not too many details there. Adding more details for a level 2. You see we've added a picnic bench and some other things, but this is really what you're looking for. A level 3 elaborator here, adding more details to get something more like this, much more detailed than the first example. So to help you help your students at home with elaboration, we've created a Schoolhouse 7 elaboration station with 3 ideas for you to work with your students at home. The first one are sensory details, focusing on asking questions like how does it look, how does it sound, how does it feel, how does it smell, how does it taste. Now yesterday I shared on Schoolhouse 7 a poem that my daughter wrote. We went outside and we looked for images, light, sound, questions, and feelings, a sensory poem, and she wrote a poem about our backyard with things like stone fire pit, tall green pine trees, wind rustling the canopy, sunny day, shiny grill grates. Very great example of elaborating in poetry using sensory details. The next one are sentence expanders. These are like who, what, when, where, why, how, all great questions to ask your students at home to get them to elaborate in their paragraphs and conversations. And finally, we'll go down here to idea systems. Idea systems are journals or notebooks for ideas, keeping your ideas and elaborating on them. You reflect on new ideas, you write, sketch, draw, staple, glue, you decorate the cover, and you annotate your explorations. Here's an example from my idea system. I got an idea to create a creativity club a while ago. This is my first brainstorm, and here's the first day. You move more further in my idea system. This was the first day of the club. So my idea came into fruition because I had a great idea system. So there it is. That was Creativity Day 5. Have a great weekend. Keep reading, keep writing, but most importantly, be safe.
I've loved Creativity Week. I think creativity is great. Thanks, Jay Hall. If you'd like more, jhallbuffalo@gmail.com is how you can reach Mr. Hall. So the financial guys, they are the experts when it comes to insurance and benefits and all of that sort of stuff that I find really complicated. I spoke with Phil Provenzano from the financial guys, and they have this thing called the benefits checkup, where they can look at where you may be missing out on some really good opportunities when it comes to insurance. Check this out. So Phil, tell us about this benefits checkup that you guys offer.
Because there are literally hundreds of potential programs out there, depending on who, where you live, all that other pedigree information, we actually will input all that into our little benefits checkup system, and it'll kick out and say, hey, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they could potentially be a candidate for this program or this program or this program. And we don't just stop there. What we'll actually do is we'll actually help you enroll for free in those programs. And some of these programs are just invaluable.
Why doesn't every financial advisor, insurance broker do this for their customers?
I've devoted my practice to our baby boomer population. I've really done a lot of soul searching on that. And really what it comes down to is it's extra work. Without doing that process, if we can see 10 people, but with it we can see 5, we would rather see less people, but do it the right way.
Have you got an example of where someone had been paying way more than they should have been paying or anything like that?
So the one example that I will give you, I'll never forget, her name's Rosemary. So Rosemary's a 97-year-old lady. I do this process for every single one of my clients. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, it's irrelevant to me. I put everybody on this program and allow the organization to either approve or not approve them. It's actually called financial assistance, but it's commonly referred to as charity care. So when I sat down, we put her on a Medicare Advantage plan, but on top of that, we put her on these charity care programs. So 6 months later, she ends up calling me and says, hey, Phil, I just got a bill for $1,700. And I asked her, and she started explaining that she broke her hip, and she was inside of a nursing home for a long time. Well, every plan has some cost that would be associated with that. But because I did a proactive plan for her and I put her on this charity care program, she got approved at 100%, and that bill was completely taken away 100%.
That's a huge amount of money to have to pay out. And so to have that go away completely.
I mean, I could tell you hundreds of stories like that.
So if someone wants to reach you right now,
We actually just created a Medicare Hotline. If you just have a question about, hey, if I get COVID, how is this going to affect my Medicare? How am I going to get help paying for it? Let me look this up so I can have
wow,
it.
it's a really new number.
It's literally brand new. We just did it.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, so this is like hot off the press.
Hot off the press. So we just created it this week. So it's 833-628-0055. We don't care if you're a client of ours. We just want to help people.
That is an awesome resource. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.